Hello everybody, it's Non-Scene News here, and today we've got some breaking news coming from political events and just news around the world. Today is going to be a little bit of a longer video. You can see here, there's quite a bit of updates for us to go through. So, before we start, I just want to thank one more time to all the new people who have decided to join the channel, to join me in this journey of YouTube. So, thank you very much, and I will try and continue showing you the news that Western media and just other medias don't show you. So, thank you very much for watching, and let's just go straight into it. Um, this previous night, there's been huge strikes that's been happening between Hezbollah and Israel in the Northern Heights once again. There's actually been an Israeli strike that's actually happened on the border of Hezbollah, and unfortunately, one of the rockets did actually end up hitting a resident building. So, if you can see this video, there's quite a big Israeli strike. But this was to the response of yesterday's video that 100 unguided Hezbollah missiles ended up actually hitting Israel in the Tiberis Lake here, near here, in the northern parts of Israel, and there was huge rocket launches there, so this was its response to that. And two, we've actually gotten news that Lebanon did actually strike back in the border again, but not unlike any residence, buildings, or anything. They actually hit forests, and they've actually made a big fire in northern Israel. So, if you can see this video, fire seems to be spreading. So, really, really bad news coming from there. And we've actually gotten more news that Israel, we have no footage of this about. Apparently, 15 Israeli army bases were targeted today in Hezbollah attacks on north. So, 15, I'm pretty sure tomorrow we will get the videos um, of these attacks, but right now, I don't know, I can't really confirm this. There's no videos, there's no nothing. So, and Israel pledges to respond strongly to all Hezbollah attacks. So, it seems that this region keeps escalating, escalating, escalating. So, let's hope that this stops quite soon, or it will break out to a regional war. And second, we're going to go to China, Beijing. The Chinese Foreign Affairs, sorry, has actually condemned the U.S. anti-Russian sanctions. So the US have actually sanctioned multiple banks again in Russia and just multiple things in Russia, sanctions and making it harder for just the average Russian. But the Chinese Ministry of Foreign Affairs, sorry, condemns these actions of the US and actually calls them illegal and accuses the US trying to cause a crisis. So very, very interesting things coming from there. The actually result of these sanctions have actually hit the Russian ruble. If you can see this graph here, it seems that the Russian ruble is going down steadily and steadily. And apparently there's the exchange rate for the ruble has dropped from 90 per dollars to 120 to 200. So if this is true, this is huge news, and the Russian ruble, I think it's about to collapse. So very interesting news. Apparently, Russians are now lining up to the front banks to withdraw money. So very, very interesting. While this is happening, Putin has decided to inspect the NICA accelerator system at the Joint Institute for Nuclear Research. So, if we can see here, Putin seems to be examining some nuclear device. I'm not really sure what this is exactly, but it's something to do with probably nuclear weapons or something. And Putin has stated again that Russia will continue to expand its cooperation with North Korea, and it has the right to. And it and he continues to say that the Western countries should back off, and Russia can do trade whoever Russia wants to do trade with. So very interesting. We've also gotten news that an Ukrainian attack actually happened in Moscow. So you can see here, it seems to be an Su-30 SM jet actually fires one of its anti-air missiles, air-to-air missile, sorry, to a Ukrainian drone, which actually hit one of the Ukrainian drones and shot it down. So, very interesting. And that's all that's from Moscow. We've also got news that Russia has decided to test its non-strategic nuclear weapons. Sorry, the non-strategic nuclear forces. The personnel of the missiles formation of Leningrad military district, so somewhere around here. So they've decided to practice combat training tasks of obtaining special training ammunition for Iskander M's operational tactical missile systems, equipping and launch vehicles. So they're just testing their equipment and see if they can respond properly to, let's say, a NATO attack in Estonia or Finland. So very interesting. We've got news from Russian ships. Yes. So we've got to continue. Sorry, I can't speak today. We continue to get in news that the US has sent the USS Helena submarine to Cuba, and it's because of the presence of the Russian warships there, and the US military's Southern Command has said. It says that the submarine is in the bay in Cuba as part of the routine visit. So very interesting. It seems this US submarine seems to be like scouting all these Russian ships that are arriving in Havana and these ports here. So very, very interesting. And this part, it seems that Cuba and the Caribbean continues to escalate. So, and we got some news. The US is now trying to blame Russia for trying to interfere in the US presidential elections with the help of the bot farms and AI. So this was stated by Bloomberg. I don't know what evidence they have of this, but apparently Russia's trying to interfere in the elections with AI. So that's from them. We got, I'm pretty sure we did talk about this yesterday though, but I'll just talk about it again. There was Zelensky did visit the Saudi Arabian capital where he did meet the Crown Prince, and the results of that haven't came out yet. My personal theory is that he just wants the Saudi Arabian Crown Prince to attend the Switzerland Peace Conference. So very interesting. And while he's trying to convince the Crown Prince to go, the country of Pakistan has actually declined participating in the Switzerland conference, which I'm pretty sure I also talked about yesterday. So very interesting, and that's not the last news coming from Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia will not renew its 50-year petrodollar agreement that the United States, which expired on Sunday, June 9th of 2024. So I don't know particularly. I haven't done that much research in this petrodollar, but apparently it was like an old trade agreement that apparently the US and Saudi Arabia had. So apparently Saudi Arabia is not renewing that trade deal. So very, very, very interesting. We got news that at the G-7 summit, the NATO countries, NATO leaders came together to discuss Ukraine and other such matters. But what also actually happened, the US and Zelensky did end up signing a 10-year security agreement. You can see Joe Biden and Zelensky here signing the documents between the two countries. This will last 10 years apparently. We don't know if this can be revoked in any way. But I'm guessing because it's signed on paper already that it cannot be revoked, even if Donald Trump wins the elections. So, very, very interesting. We actually got news coming from the Netherlands that the Prime Minister of the Netherlands stated that it needs a way to find a way to build relations with Moscow. He empathized, that Russia is now an anniversary of the West, but is still in Europe and will not go anywhere. So it will be necessary to take form of relations. So Netherlands has admitted that it will not go anywhere. Russia is not going to fall. Um, and the Prime Minister basically said it's better off trying to build a relations now than later when Russia doesn't forgive them. So this was before the 300 million euro aid package that the Netherlands gave to Ukraine, though. So very interesting. Let's just go to Iran. We've got some news that Iran is now increasing its nuclear capabilities, said the International Atomic Energy Agency, sorry. And they also say that it shows that Iran aims to continue expanding its nuclear program in ways to do the ways that do not have peaceful proposers. So they're saying that Iran's building these nuclear weapons to threaten people instead of doing it for like a deterrent or something. Or it could be just both. So who knows? Um, the last news coming from today is coming from Kazan in Russia. I'm pretty sure, as you know, the BRIC Games have officially opened in Kazan. Russia will host this until June 24, and around 5,000 athletes will compete in this, and 27 sports. In 27 sports, and 97 countries are participating in these uh, kind of Olympic brick games. So very interesting. That's more countries that are actually showing up to the Ukraine Peace Conference in Switzerland. So very interesting. That's all I actually have for you today. I hope you like these videos. I am Non-Scene News. I will give you the news that the Western media and other medias do not show you. I do these videos daily, so I will try and show you the non-scene news that are being published daily. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope you all have a very lovely day. Thank you very much, and I'll see you later.